Welcome to Make It Monday with me, your host, Shundara. Hey, all you savvy naturalistas and Ohana, welcome to another episode of Make It Monday. But hold up, wait a minute, let me put some boom in it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can join our awesome Ohana, our awesome family. Make sure you're following me on all my social media sites, you guys. Make sure you check out savvynaturalista.com for all your skincare needs and our new Larimar elixir oil. Make sure you check that out at savvynaturalista.com. And in this episode of Make It Monday, we are making Moana, why I call her Moana, Heart of Tafiti, Heart Bubble Bar. So I'm really excited to make this bubble bar. We're gonna do more creative character slash comic book anime slash skincare DIYs. So I'm really excited to make Moana Heart of Tafiti bubble bars, you guys. These are a perfect gift for anyone in your family who is into Moana, especially kids, if you would like to make this for them. People who love Moana. I know adults who love Moana like me. So this is the perfect gift for you guys to make. So you guys, we're gonna make this easy bubble bar and I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna use. So let's go. So many of you have been asking me for a while to make bubble bars and I just haven't done it because it's a long and drawn out tutorial and it's a little more drawn out than bath bombs. But you know what? Today is the day and today we're going to make a bubble bar. So you want to start off with a cup of baking soda. So I'm going to put this mask on as you guys can see. So if I'm a little bit muffled as I'm talking, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to talk clear and loud as we do this tutorial. So SLSA is very potent and you want to keep something on you. SLSA is the less harsher version of SLS. So make sure you have it. I'm gonna open my door too, so whoo. So to this we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of kaolin clay and then we're gonna add another tablespoon. Now to that we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of cornstarch and a tablespoon of cornstarch. Now we're going to mix this all together and you just want to mix this until all your clumps are out. If you have a sifter, then by all means go ahead and use it, but I don't have a sifter, so we're not going to use a sifter. But you just want to mix this until this is combined. Not only combined, but all the clumps are out. Oh, I feel free. I've taken my mask off. So now I don't sound as muffled. So now we're going to put the other ingredients inside of it. So we're going to start off with a tablespoon of Miracle Glow oil, which you can find at savvynaturalista.com. So that is what we're going to use. Miracle Glow oil contains all natural 24 karat gold in it, and you can use it for your hair, your skin, and your nails. And make sure you check out savvynaturalista.com for all your skincare needs. So I forgot to add when we were doing this, if you guys asked why I didn't use cream of tartar. Cream of tartar also makes the bubble bars break easily. So these will probably be a little hard to break, I would say. But if you got strong bear claw hands like I do, you don't have to worry about breaking it. It shouldn't be that hard. But these they won't break as easily and be crumbly as they will be with cream of tartar. So we are going to use a 1/4 cup of polysorbate 80. And that is it. That's all the polysorbate 80 we're going to use. And we're going to use an essential oil. I am using pina colada because I feel like Moana's Heart of Tahiti, the bubble bar of Tafiti, I said Tahiti, of Tafiti, the bubble bar would have like a beautiful pina colada scent. So if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you like making love at midnight and you got half a brain, you know what? Try this pina colada scent and sing that. That was my song. Josh, you know what, Josh? Josh always got something to say when I be listening to my little songs. So we're gonna mix this all together, and I'm gonna put my mask back on because that SLSA don't play. So we're gonna put it back on, and we're gonna mix this together. So now that we've mixed this together, you wanna add 2 tablespoons of oil. So I'm gonna use a sunflower oil, however you can use any oil you like. Oh, and to this 2 tablespoons of oil, I'm gonna add another tablespoon of polysorbate 80. So it's 2 tablespoons of oil, sunflower seed oil, and another tablespoon of polysorbate 80. And that's it. And now we're gonna mix that in, and I just wanted to mix it in once I got the dough, just to make sure it gets fully combined, guys. Okay, so you guys, once we have this beautiful, luscious dough, you should have freezer paper down. This is freezer paper that I already have down, so I'm gonna dump this dough out on the counter. And I'm going to start with adding the colors to it. I would weigh this on the scale, but I know most of you don't have a scale. So what we're going to do is cup it. So we're gonna take a 1/2 cup of is. Okay, so let's do a 1/2 cup. I mean a cup, you guys. We're gonna set that right there, and then another cup, and set that like that. So now we're going to color them. So this is how this is gonna go. We're gonna use one color mica, and one is gonna be a dark green for the light part of Moana's Fiti heart. I think that's how you say it. I think. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all know I say matcha. Come on, y'all. Y'all know grammar is not my forte. I try. Give me a break, okay? Give Mrs. Shundara a break. So we're just gonna use a little bit for this green because we want a deep dark green. So we're using a mica for both of them, one same color green mica. But what I'm gonna do is use like a little pearl green for this one, and then I'm gonna use like a darker oxided green. So if you don't have a dark oxided green, what you can do is use like a gel neon food color green. A gel neon food, actually let me move this to the side. You can use a gel, well, move it to the side where you guys can see it. You can use a gel neon food coloring for one, and then a darker green for one to make her heart. This is really an easy tutorial. I try to make all my tutorials easy for you guys to follow. So I really hope you enjoy this easy tutorial. So now that I have a glove on, because I'm only gonna use one hand, you just wanna, pray that you get it in. So most people use a rolling pan, and I've never really been one to use a rolling pan. But before, we're gonna mix it in first. I think I need another glove, so we may need to get another glove. And if you feel that it's too moist, if you decided to overuse the ingredients and you feel it's too moist, add a little bit of baking soda down to it to make it less moist. If you feel it's too wet, add more polysorbate 80 to it just to make it wet. So we're gonna mold this, and then we should have both our colors, okay? So I'm just gonna mold this baby. Okay, so I mixed the two doughs. One is green and one is dark green. I would have liked it to be a little more neon green, but I think with lightning and I take a pretty picture, y'all will see it. So, oh, let me go get some gloves. So now is the fun part, I guess. I said August. So what I'm gonna do is put these gloves on. I suggest you have as many gloves as possible. This is a really simple DIY. It's just very, I don't want to say messy, but I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of complicated for me to explain. We're going to take some freezer paper and lay it out. So here's the freezer paper, and we're going to lay it out. Someday, I've prayed, I've hoped, maybe DIY Saturday we'll get a whole kitchen and a bigger budget. But for now, We have to do what we gotta do, okay? So, well, let's work on utensils for DIY Saturday, okay? Let's just work on utensils. So we're gonna take this and spread it out. This is a shaving cream simple from Walmart. I told you it's on the budget. Y'all didn't listen. You know. Ooh, so you just want to essentially just roll it out like so. You don't want it to be too thin. If it gets too thin, then you just mold it and do it again. I may need to use just the polysorbate 80 bottle. It looks a little easier to use than that. So we're gonna switch our rolling pins. Side note, if you have a rolling pin, by all means use it. If not, you know, you improvise like me. You use what you have. Gotta make do, gotta make do. Oh. So when it gets sticky, as you see, so when it gets like that, if you don't want to, you could just add, what is that stuff called? Baking soda. So you can just add a little baking soda if it's too moist for you, and just continue. It's just like cookie dough, I would say. See, look, it doesn't stick. And that way you could thin it out a little bit more. And just make it, it doesn't have to necessarily be perfect. I'm just making just like a round circle, I would say. You know, honestly, in this house, y'all, I'm not the baker. Josh is the baker. I'm more of a cook and an artist, okay? So I'm not really gonna try to make this perfect, or I'm going to try, but I don't want it too thin. I think this is a perfect width. I would like it a little bit bigger, but I didn't use that much stuff. So then we're gonna take the light green and just pretty much do the same thing on top of it. And then, like I said, if it gets too sticky, just sprinkle a little baking soda, and look it. It's just like making sugar cookies. This shouldn't be easy. Anyone can do this. Make sure you pick up Miracle Glow Oil at SavvyNaturalista.com. Make sure you check out SavvyNaturalista.com for all your skincare needs. I know I did it a little backwards. So for all y'all who got something to say, no one's perfect. So I know I did it a little backwards. My bad. But I'm just gonna, if you hear that, that's the table in the background. If you guys hear that noise. I don't know if you can. It's the table in the background. So I'm just going to roll it this way since I have it that way. Essentially, I wanted to roll it this way. I think I'm going to roll it this way. Okay. So we're just going to turn it around. And essentially, you want to start to roll. So we're going to roll it this way. So see, that's how it's supposed to look. Now, if it gets a little too sticky for you, what you can do is use more baking soda at the bottom. So it's like you're wrapping a sushi roll without the sushi. So if you've ever tried to cook sushi like I have, it's essentially you're wrapping it without getting the freezer paper stuck, if that makes sense. So you want to have it like roll it like that. You see? That's easy. Look at it. And then you want to take it if it looks a little flat and you're like, oh no, just literally, you can just roll it like that. Just make it firm and perfect like this. So you just want to press it down and take your freezer paper and like dig deep. You want to take your freezer paper over your bubble bar and press down, and then you want to take your freezer paper. If you're trying to make a perfect bubble bar, if you're really not trying to make a perfect bubble bar, then hey, don't worry about it. This is what it looks like. What do you guys think? This could be avoided. This could essentially be avoided with just adding baking soda. So for instance, baking soda gets that right up where you can put it on your bubble bar. So now we're going to use a baking sheet, that baking sheet that I did have that I thought I was going to roll it with. And we're going to put it on, we're putting a new fresh parchment paper. So if you have like a cooking baking sheet from your kitchen, you can use that. Just put a fresh coat of parchment paper on it and then let them dry. And then you can use it for cooking whenever you decide to cook or bake something. You can use the same parchment paper. I'm just doing this because I want to have it on a baking sheet because I'm doing other projects as well. So I want to transfer each project, you know, I just want to pick it up and be able to set it to the side, you know. So we're going to take our knife. Now this is not a kitchen knife. This is what I use for my soap. If you watch my melt and pour soap videos, you know I use this knife. So this knife was like $2 at Walmart. So you want to just gently cut these. So I mean, 2 inches, it's up to you how you want to cut them. It could be 2 inches, an inch, 3 inches. You know, it's up to you. It's up to you. Just gonna cut them. Now they may look a little square, so I'm gonna roll it a little bit more because I don't like the square look. I really don't like the square look. So I'm gonna mold it a little bit more, you guys. I'm just not feeling the square. I like the circle because I feel like Moana's Fiti heart is a circle and I'm dealing with squares. I'm like, what is going on? These aren't big bubble bars because I didn't make it chunky. So I mean, you could do big chunky ones, but it's the way I rolled it too. I tend to like little things. So this is like a perfect gift for like little teens. I was about to say little teens. But like teens, kids who love baths and stuff like that. This is a perfect gift for them. It's nice samples. You could give them 2 in each. And it's so easy to do. So I'm gonna do this, let them dry, and then we'll be back to crumble one to see what you guys think, okay? So we'll be back. Bye. So we're back, and here are the Moana Heart of Fiti bubble bars. This is what they look like. We're gonna do a close-up for you guys. So this is what they look like. This is the back. This is what the back looks like. I kind of like the back because it has like a breaded look. And how I got this is I baked them in the oven for like 5 minutes, and the oven was at 250, so they got this baked look. But you don't need to do that. So let's crumble them up because, you know, like I told you guys during the video, I was curious if citric acid, because we didn't use cream of tartar, would that have an effect on them? And I also noticed that when you don't use cream of tartar, they take longer to dry. So if you're not using cream of tartar, these will take longer to dry. So just be on the lookout for that. But I'm really curious of the crumble effect they will have. So we're gonna crumble this one. Okay. Oh, it's really soft. You guys see how it's crumbling? Oh wow, it does crumble. Okay, so that's something we don't have to worry about. Okay, so we got that out of the way. I'm really happy with the crumble. It still feels like a dough, so it took these 3 days to dry. So that's the crumble effect, but it took these 3 days to dry. So I just want to let you guys know, if you do decide to make them, these will take 3 to 4 days to dry, especially if they're not in the oven and they're very soft and delicate. So be careful with them. I mean, I'm playing with them now, but they're very soft and delicate. So be careful with them, you guys. I want to thank you so much for watching this episode of Make It Monday. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check out SavvyNaturalista.com for all your skincare needs, where you can pick up our new Larimar elixir as well as Miracle Glow oil, you guys. One has an all-natural blue tansy essential oil that we use that balances and rejuvenates the skin, and Miracle Glow oil has all-natural 24-karat gold in it, and it is a perfect moisturizer for the skin. But if you're not looking for a moisturizer and you're looking more for a skincare treat that balances and helps with redness, then check out Larimar Elixir. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in our next episode of Make It Monday. Bye, you guys.